I woke up with a start, finding myself in a woodshed, my hands and feet shackled. After the initial panic, I realized I'd time-traveled into the body of a fake eunuch in the prince's palace. At least all my parts were still intact. Phew. But then I remembered I was scheduled to be secretly executed tonight. My situation was dire. 3 days ago, I was cleaning the crown prince's study when he, his wife, and a captain walked in for a secret meeting. I overheard a shocking secret. The prince, Wu Lai, was injured in battle years ago and couldn't. You know, his wife of 3 years, the most beautiful woman in the dynasty, was still a virgin. To secure his position, he planned to have her find someone else to get pregnant by during her upcoming family visit. Of course, they'd kill the guy afterward to keep it quiet. Knowing this secret meant I had to die. As I was racking my brains for a way out, the woodshed door creaked open. It was Donger, the princess's personal maid. She brought a bowl of food and said, "Eat up. After you're done, I'll grant you one last wish." My wish? She blushed and said I could touch her, since I'd complained about never having been with a woman before. It turns out I was her replacement for the cleaning duty that day. She felt guilty. This stunning beauty lay down in the hay, ready for my dying wish. The old me would have jumped at the chance, but the new me wanted to live. "No thanks," I said. "Not going to die, so what's the rush?" I told her to tell the prince I had written a poem on statecraft that would surely please the emperor. She was skeptical, but she did it. See? The emperor was testing his sons with monthly assignments on governance. The crown prince, a brute with no literary talent, had been failing miserably. His last 3 attempts were, governing a great state is like cooking a small fish, then like cooking beef and mutton, and finally, like frying a small chicken. The emperor was furious. Tonight was the final deadline, and he had nothing. When the prince heard a lowly eunuch claim to have a solution, he was desperate enough to summon me. He promised not to kill me, and even to make me a supervisor if my poem worked. I was brought to the study, where I wrote, "Governing a state is like tending a garden. Clearing weeds is easy, but keeping it orderly is hard." The prince and princess were stunned. It was simple, yet profound, and directly addressed the emperor's concerns about the chaotic state of the nation. The poem was a huge success. The emperor was overjoyed. I not only saved my own neck, but was promoted to chief steward of the Eastern Palace. My new life in this dynasty has just begun. But with an impotent, volatile prince, a beautiful, lonely princess, and a court full of enemies. Survival is just the first step. Follow me to see how a modern mind conquers an ancient world.